Either side between PSG LGD and Team Spirit here at the Riyadh Masters, and one of them is going to be eliminated. PSG LGD have limped up.
Here in Tiny, they prioritized a lot more early spell damage, fighting power, got the aura off laner. To me, this is the kind of draft I expected them to have in that game 2 versus Liquid. Maybe it took them a little bit longer to get there, but they did get there in the end. The only question is, can LGD punish it with their signature Shadow Fiend and some supports that have been rising, at least on my radar. Dominating the team fights, LGD look really good and they can win those games. If he's struggling or slow,
in some trouble. Good bushwhack will force the Alchemist to unstable concoction himself, but Y still managed to get the kill. You talked about early on, the Jakiro looking very good at pumping out the damage. This is the timing that we're talking about. I don't think any 4 position can stand up to Liquid Frost Dual Breath. Nope.
Poshka is dead again down here.
Dead.
And he is just playing way too far up in this lane for a flame break that...
Going back to TI-10, did it again for Riyadh last year, as well as TI. Shiro, though, pulled back into his doom while PYW gets run down. Radon, a.k.a. Yotoro.
They will not succeed to just snowball this game entirely. Early treads pickup for Yotoro has also made him a lot tankier in these fights. But
done for here. Way too many slows kiting him out.
Yeah.
Sticky napalm, flame break, the liquid breath, as well as they have hoodwink, they have tiny. Those 2 by themselves can do an insane amount of damage in a combo. My biggest worry is like Echo and his couple of plays here with his blink dagger. He's got to just make sure that he doesn't ever really get caught. Nice wall out, slowing all these heroes down. Maposhka's going to show up, hit a frostbite, and go for the kill onto the Bat Rider. PYW gets pulled back in, and will die.
A little too deep there for LGD. And cost their Bat Rider. Make sure you can deal with everybody else in a fight first. There's that Arcane Rune for Laurel on top of the shield. Very strong right now if LGD get caught in the fight.
Trying to get the toss back, and they got him with bushwhack midair, but the arena cuts down the tree, so he's fine. They get it back, trying to stop the Requiem, but Echo still gets it off. A Requiem that hits 4 inside the arena. Big damage and eating buyback, though. They're actually going to try and win the second part of this fight with Yotoro coming back in. The stun onto the Alchemist, and Yotoro just needs 1 more hit. Lara will lend the assist there with a toss up in the air. A slam down from Yotoro, now going for PYW as well. A double kill there. Lara just blindly blinking in. He is seeing bloodlust right now. He's looking for more kills. In the end, though, Team Spirit off
with their BKB timings, and now they're just late to the party.
Trying to catch heroes on their way out. Are going to run into Yotoro here. His smoke breaks, but he's pretty far out there. Do you really want to keep chasing it this far? An enraged Ursa gets the other side of the pit. Now try and drag him up the cliff. It's only going to do so much to an Ursa, though. They're going to try and pop his Aegis, but vacuum up onto the high ground. Uh-oh! With the freezing field, they have to hit this Requiem to bail out these heroes because they are in big-time trouble. BKB TP's away. A bushwhack. That's going to stop the Mars. Laurel is putting himself up on the high ground and throwing the Mars down to earth. Echoes, turns back around and knows that
LGD trying to break that double aura timing with heroes that can't ramp the damage at the same pace right now.
Gets caught. It's just did not have BKB, was on cooldown for 3 seconds. What a timing for Team Spirit to make that move.
Factory Tiny.
Yeah, big damage.
Yeah, take that illusion.
And Y gets caught trying to push out the top lane. Yotoro finds some extra bit of farm from that. That'll speed up his BKB just a bit.
This mid game is not panning out for LG.
Oh, Laurel! I mean, he's using the Aegis aggressively, that's for sure. Just diving into tier 2 like this. Now, he has pulled Mira into a fight that I don't think Mira wants any part of, and he'll dive for it. And they're going to burn out that first light. Now, in the second light, they're going to go for a BKB Requiem. Maposhka can do nothing to stop this one, and he is 100 to... What? Okay, Laurel is still going to be able to fight this out somehow. Laurel? What happened, Echo?
Just missed the Requiem timing.
How do you miss that Requiem, man?
I don't know, but now he has to deal with it, or it's going to work out.
A toss back on the SF into the Bat Rider will finish him off, and SF will just be able to cream the poor Crystal Maiden, who's been put in a bad spot, but completely whiffing out. That was their opportunity to shut down this Tiny. I feel like you're no longer, your Requiem isn't actually going to kill anybody.
And the second you have this on the side of Spirit, they're instantly smoking, looking for a 5-man
this is going to
fight.
be nasty. They smoke up. Laurel misses his initiation. A fast blink away from Shiro and a chance to Rico. They go for the Tiny here. They do manage to get off the Requiem. That kills him. Meanwhile, Yatoro can't quite finish off Echoes. The BKB helps protect him, gets a force staff over the way to the side, and the Arena has helped protecting the rest. Yatoro can't go in. They're just going to clean up the rest of these Team Spirit heroes potentially, though the wall is a nuisance. They can't just push through that easily. We start backing away, 2 for 1 so far. And they just call it a split there. A team's very defensive position, as always, from PSG LGD.
Kind of surprised they smoked bottom there, because I think you're kind of just thinking about this next Dire Roshan.
Yeah.
I almost rather just smoke top, even if you think it's less likely to catch, so you get better vision out for that Rosh.
They end up clashing early here in the lane. Trying to get the initiation. New managed to shove off a little bit of that stun. Got off the BKB while Shiro goes in for the Crystal Maiden. Arena trying protecting. Notoro is tearing through the Ursa already with that MKB. The BKB is only going to last so long, though, and Shiro is able to get back. Yotaro now with no BKB has to back away for fear of Echo's second Requiem. They're going to try and get this pick as the supports are going to linger a little bit. Yotaro, but yeah, there's Shiro going back in, and there's the second Requiem. Yotaro in trouble. Radon down, 90 seconds, and a pin on the Hoodwink as well. Mira, they're going to buy back on Maposhka here. They really think they can fight this one out. With Laurel, with no Yotaro, they're going to try. Echo's already a bit low, but he hits him a little bit back. Throwing some damage, waiting for the next round of spells to finish up this SF. A spin? No. The buyback from Maposhka comes into play. Got into the fight in time to hit the Frostbite, denying the SF TP away. Good attempt there from Collapse with the vacuum to look for more. But in the end, Team Spirit will continue to protect this Roshan pit away from the forces of LGD. He had the same read you did, which was, I can't kill him until I have MKB. Well, he had MKB, and apparently it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it did not look like it, I'll be honest. He was not killing him too fast.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you're just stuck in the middle of nowhere. Now LGD get a chance to contest.
Running into the 3-man of LGD, who smoke back to the pit area. Laurel's going to get a really good combo. The cheese is still up. Uh-oh, this is a little nasty. With a vacuum on 2, Y's getting beaten down by the Tiny right now. Yu and Shiro are half HP with their BKBs lingering. This is troublesome. Shiro's going to get caught in the mix of this. Yu is also being run down by Maposhka. A shot from the Hoodwink slows down the Alchemist. See if they can catch up to him. They've got him. Laurel can get the toss back. May not even need it here. Just a straight up and down is all that's needed to finish off this Alchemist. Don't need Yotaro in this one.
I mean, that is a game-winning play right there. Laurel bails out the Darkseer, gave him the cheese, insta-pop, instant turn. LGD just crumble. And you had Yotaro TP bottom and go through the gate, so he was ready to join that fight. It's a very risky play, but it is extremely high reward. And there's an argument where if you don't contest that Roshan as LGD, can you win this game? Which I feel like maybe you can't.
Collapse doing a good job getting up the surge before that lasso. Gave him a bit of movement speed to get away from the Requiem, so Echoes doesn't even bother. And Team Spirit aim to take the first barracks here. 30 seconds left on the Shiro death timer.
Yeah, 40 seconds on the next lasso, so not having it here.
Now, oh, they're actually gonna go for it. A pin on 2 with the Requiem on top. What a combo from PSG LGD. A Wombo combo that has already taken out the Tiny, and now Yotoro's in trouble again. Behind the tier 3s, underneath the tier 4s, Yules after Yule, pin after pin. They don't need another round of Requiem, and maybe they do for the second life, actually.
Still has BKB.
Is Echo's gonna get here for it? Can he get the timing this time around? He does not. Echo fumbles it. Oh, right underneath his own Ancient, he fumbles the bag, and now Shiro's got to be the one to clean it up instead. Running in with his BKB, unstable concoction to slow down Yotaro, but he's out. They deal with the illusion that's killing Y, does kill Y. Whoops.
Not a bad one on this CM. Not a target you want to prioritize if you're LGD. You might just get a full ult off UIW. Looking at the rune.
Yep, they're going to try and jump on that rune.
The Lincolns.
Oh, Laurel immediately stopping the initiation as the Lincoln stops the lasso, but he also got the toss up in the air on the Bat Rider. An instant buyback from PYW, but LGD, they're trying to limp away, and the wall's slowing them down. This
gotta hold on to the BKB.
Spirit gonna keep this going, and they know if they like try and chase after, they are potentially going a little scouting mission to the Roshan pit.
Pressure on Mars is big when he has that Hex.
Yes, absolutely. Yotaro keeps on putting himself out there with the Lincolns behind him and stuff. But there's a possibility that they get the pin back into the Requiem, and they got him. This time they land it. They have to beware of the buyback zone. Laurel jumps in off of that one. Quickly kills the Bat Rider. Don't have to worry about that nuisance. That's a dieback for him. Mew with his BKB will be able to get back, but a good wall on this high ground. Slows him down even further. Laurel's looking for these tossbacks. He just charges forward with the surge, and with the vacuum back in, they've got the big Mars. But a Requiem back in with Shiro, hits the Tiny, and he drops to the deck. Echo is able to back away from Yotoro as well. Yotoro using his BKB, not able to get a kill until they go back for Shiro. So Mira and Collapse and Maposhka have all the disables, and Yotoro is able to follow it up. They get the kill on Shiro. Echo was something, if you die or lose the fight or whatever, it's like it's not like LGD are gonna pop out and take Roshan from you.
Yeah, I mean, you need this Darkseer Ags.
And pickoffs like this continue to be free. Yule's up in the air, but he's got another toss. Where that came from, Mew goes for the initiation, getting 3 inside the arena. They have to pop their BKBs to get out of here as Shiro chases forward. Nice tree volley there from Laurel. Refresh, another side. Oh, counter side from Maposhka. No pin this time. They do manage to hit the Requiem, getting some chain. What about second Requiem? Can that finish off Yotoro? They've got them both down. Laurel and Yotoro will both fall. Collapse turning around with the refresher. They're going to buy back off of this one and try and fight for it. With Laurel, they have it, maybe, but they won't have Yotoro. LGD still kind of scrambling here. Laurel up on the high ground, looking for his chance to initiate. Tree volley, throws one tree, that's it. Mira somehow still alive, but Mew hops in to finish him off. A toss up in the air, push these heroes together, and they finish off Shiro while Maposhka hits the freezing field with no BKBs. They can't stand up to it. That is a death on the Alchemist. That one is going to hurt. And with the buyback on the SF, but no Requiems behind it, maybe Team Spirit don't need Yotoro to hit the high ground.
Everybody but the Bear getting the job done here for Team Spirit. Cost them a tiny buyback, cost them a hoodwink buyback, but these were the real threats all along. You landed the Wombo combo of your LGD, but you did not claim everybody you needed to, and you do not have an out buyback for a minute here. Your base is going to be gone.
Oh yeah, don't forget, Tiny hits buildings pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, that Crystal Maiden Hex came in clutch.
What a timing there from Maposhka. All thanks to that attack speed talent.
Overwhelming spell damage and control from Team Spirit here as the net worth rises.
Why trying to stop the Megas? He's just trying to delay. They do have a Requiem, one ready to go, but they don't have the refresher up.
Buyback on Alka, 20 seconds here. Does have the gold for it.
It's been a close call, but maybe at this point you just give up the Megas.
I mean, you have the Crystal Maiden attack.
Hits the arena. Oh no, the BKB went off on one of them. Mira does manage to get off his. They hit the Requiem on a Crystal Maiden. This is not good at all. They have to forfeit this one. At this point in time, they'll be lucky just to be able to hold on to their tier 4s. As Echo's trying to get back to the fountain. Slowed down by the wall. Turns around with the buyback from Shiro. Shiro's going to blink forward. Unstable concoction. He sees nothing. Can't throw it out of his hands.
Missed the wall. A little saving grace there, but they have been mega creep. Ended up using that out buyback as well. I mean, not that value here, but still, I mean, refresher, strength blink, BKB out with Divine. It's some serious damage.
This move from Team Spirit. They're going for your Ancients. The 60-minute items are about to spawn, and they know you want to farm Ancients. In order to get that, they've got Shiro. What a move from Team Spirit, reading exactly what LGD want to be able to do at this point. Divine Rapier is now in Yotoro. There goes that.
Such a heads-up play. So fast. Got him on the one camp he wanted to farm.
Yeah. When the Alchemist is up, he could swap it out. Nothing says he can't just be like, okay, now I'm done with all this magic resistance. Apex for Shiro. Mew is also going to take Force Boots. 20 seconds left in this window. Team Spirit. They look to end the game. LGD smoked up on 4, going for the initiation, blocked. Immediately, the Abyssal Blade in response. Echo in trouble, will not be able to get off his Requiems. 5 more seconds till Shiro's back up, but it's not looking good for PSG LGD as multiple refreshers going to be used. A fresh round of BKBs, and they hunt down these heroes all the way back to the fountain if necessary, and that will force out the GG call from
Saves on their own side. TB is kind of like on his own, so will need to itemize for himself.
That's a classic. You're playing versus Doom. Press Stampede and try to run away. And it honestly might work this game just because the lockdown is very limited on the side of Team Spirit.
You're willing to give up a little bit more if you hit that aura window, and then you can really take the fights with your auras. That's what's more important right now than, dominating this lane as hard as possible. Otherwise, we just see everybody playing, Viper Razor for the 100th time.
Well, that's free Falcons grand final if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, we'll see that tomorrow, I'm sure.
Shiro has an opportunity for first blood here. And it'll be Y who snags the last hit over PYW, who also gets the kill on Maposhka. It looks like Y is trying to get the kill on
But he's level 4, gave up a pretty big kill to the Hoodwink. Still, I think this lane should be free farm for LGD. The Troll's top of the board, and Echo's doing very well mid, so probably just 3 lanes that LGD should be happy with over the long run.
Oh, Maposhka coming in from behind. Miro was getting so aggressive. I was like, what is this? Well, it's because Maposhka went through the gate.
That's very nice rotation.
Y will TP in late. Not much you could do about this situation, 2v3.
If anything, I thought it was going to be LG leaving the Centaur alone, bringing the Clockwork bottom. But Maposhka just makes the move first.
Okay, PYW still catches up and will kill Collapse, so that's not the worst exchange at all.
Yeah, that felt a little too casual, but
yeah.
Did get ice armor, which is why I was
here. Maposhka make a move here. You trying to interrupt. Stampede's going to go off. Might take out to the blood grenade, and the reflection hit, not quite enough. So they actually just get the kill on the Hoodwink this tower. They want to get this kill on the carry.
I mean, this got spotted. Like, Shiro knows this move is coming. They had the mid ward for it.
Yeah, but apparently he's not playing defensively enough for it. Maybe he can get off his ult, though. Bushwhack's going to go, and the base bit of damage is there just in time. Now they got a Doom on the Clockwork as well. Rolling Thunder's going to come in, though. This could still be a good fight for LGDs, despite not having 2 of their heroes. It all just depends on the Rolling Thunder, and it is just not good enough. Echo doesn't hit the right heroes to the right spot. Laurel even
going into the next skirmish.
Yeah. All right, level 6s are here for the support, so that was something that was missing last time around. Mew, not slowed down by that Thunder at all. He said, okay, now what though? You have no damage, and I have the backup PYW and Echoes.
So that's one of the... Smoke will not land for Spirit, however. LGD dodged it out successfully, and will complete that Blink Dagger on the Centaur, so probably going to look for a fight with this. Ideally, you want this tier 1 mid. Again, I don't think you want
this Blink Dagger tiny. Oh, why hit by the stomp? It wasn't a lack of want to do so, but struggling, perhaps like game 1, to put the pieces together on the map in the right spots, in the right areas, and instead, wait, no, a stomp hit by Mew on 2 with Shiro getting off his ultimate. This might be okay. The stomp from the Elder Titan does land. The Troll's going to take out. Why? Is he going to pop his Supernova here? Does he feel like he has the space to be able to do so? Is there any other backup? Here comes the Rolling Thunder, but they finish off the Phoenix. Unable to get off that Supernova, and the Centaur is going to die. PYW and Echoes have to give up on this fight. They, once again, cannot put the numbers in the right part of the map.
Which is not going to feel great.
Oh, BYW all this time thinking about going for the Hoodwink, but they don't know they're being wrapped around on right now. And Laurel gets the Avalanche on 2 with the toss together. Not quite enough to finish off Y. Y has an opportunity to respond with Rolling Thunder, an early BKB from Collapse. They use the Supernova. It looks like the Centaur is going to die to the Doom, but they play around the Supernova, toss forward to finish off the Centaur. He'll die, but Mira's not too happy with that situation, but nor is the Troll. Got off his ultimate. He has a couple of lines to be able to play with here off the Aegis, but he doesn't do any damage, it seems. Yatoro, he's going to be able to kill the Troll once, and then on the second life, he's got Sunder up in 3 seconds, or maybe they'll just try and burst him here. Bushwhack, hold it. Sunder's ready to go now. Shiro trying to back away. Yatoro catching up. They don't need to use the Sunder. They could just kill him outright.
In a fight with this hero, you're probably not losing that fight.
Yeah, Team Spirit learned something from that Liquid series. Okay, nice blade mail.
That did some work.
Yeah, they're going to get both the supports off of that one. They forgot they're a trio, not a duo.
And this is what LGD need to be finding in this game, is these supports first, right? The fights need to start on their terms with hook shots in or stamp.
Incredibly scary trio. They gotta, as you said, LGD have to get the initiation on all of these fights. Give the opportunity to the Hoodwink like this. Bushwhack ult, almost enough, and Yatoro will seal the deal, or Laurel does, actually, with the tree.
Man, didn't even need the tiny, and there was LGD smoking to that Pangolier, trying to get a fight out of it around this tier 2. Now they have to choose if they want to take it anyway.
They're going to try and burst down Yatoro here, and they almost, that was a little close. Laurel hits one hell of an avalanche toss combination that almost wipes out this trio that jumped in from LGD.
Maposhka.
They got the kill on the enemy carry. Maposhka, he's going to try and beat down the Centaur. Collapse is there on the other side to collect the kills as they are being chased out, flushed out of the jungle straight to him.
I mean, that is another... You have some damage and spells you can throw into him, but what is the counterplay in the fight? That is the part I've yet to see him figure out.
Yeah. Good catch on Amira.
This is a good setup.
Team Spirits hovering around. Look for Laurel. Where he goes, Spirit goes, and he goes in. It's the Avalanche. Good force stab. Helps get Echo get away.
Okay,
Only
they
really
got
hitting
both
the Phoenix,
supports.
and they got the other Titan. So both supports are now dead. This was the win condition that you said for LGD. They popped the Stampede. Do not try and chase after Spirit, though. They just content themselves with the 2 kills.
That is when Spirit will smoke up, looked across the map. They're heading towards the triangle, looking for the troll. They're going to run into the 3-man smoke.
Smoke breaks. Awkward position, but they got the Phoenix first. If they can kill him, they do.
No egg.
And they now have the Doom on the Centaur, which they give him 4 staff, but no Stampede. It was on cooldown anyway. Collapse. Commits for the kill, trying to do enough that the Doom will take him out. Looks like it will, just by the last couple of ticks. Even if not that, there's the Acorn. Now jump back in from Laurel. Hits another Avalanche. Toss combination
beautiful.
with a Bushwhack on top. It's just beautiful team play from Spirit.
I mean, Laurel's just dissected this game. 8-0 and 8. Amp damage rune. You can't even see it on the model. Just shreds him up. And now Yatoro's like, okay, time to push. Thanks
He
for...
did not have to do the heavy lifting that most carries have to do in a 60-minute game, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if that game one was chill for him, but I get what you're saying. Like the other 4 members of Spirit, it definitely feels like they could have won both these games with just those 4.
Yeah.
They have done some serious work in these team fights. I mean, this game just felt like 3v5. You throw out a sleep in there, somebody gets slept, and then you're just in trouble. Yatoro is half HP here, does have Sunder, and once more smoke on smoke. You need a good supernova.
Why leading the charge, and he's just dead. No buyback either, so it's not even like they were playing off of that one.
That is not the man you want in front.
Now trying to get him out of there. They have the dust to be able to spot him. He's gonna pop the Stampede. Make a break for it. They're gonna chase after him. Nothing they can do about it.
Well, that is your Roche fight. I mean, that's the risk of putting all these obs on your 5 game. One in which 2 of the heavy scaling cores haven't had to do that much lifting so far. That's the terrifying part.
Yeah. They've got so many answers to troll. The Tiny, trying to get that early ult out of him. The Doom, just killing the healing part of it. LGD, they got to make something big happen here. Maybe Roshan rotating to the other side of the map is an opportunity.
Look for the hook shot.
You see Roshan's low. Laurel goes for the Phoenix once again. This time he can't get him. Shiro's not sure what to do here, though. He doesn't want to clump up on this high ground. The Phoenix gets lower and lower.
He's dying.
Laurel, he might go for it. They're pushing forward. The Avalanche, out toss. No, we got off the Supernova this time. PYW, meanwhile, is locked down Mira. If LGD could keep these heroes inside of the Supernova, maybe we would be fine, but Team Spirit able to play the outskirts of the situation.
Need the Pango to come back in the fight. He is walking down the lane.
He's trying to get there as quick as possible. Mew almost low. Shiro has to pop the BKB now. He's hitting an illusion for now, but finally the Pango's going to show up with a Rolling Thunder. Try and help out, but Collapse still had his BKB. Shiro's not done that much.
Oh my
God, that damage. It's just overwhelming, man.
Ping the facet.
The Echo's going to try and do it.
Ping the facet.
Mira, who died at the start of the fight, just pinging crash landing.
Just ping it some more.
Oh, my God.
Insult after misery. That is all there is in this game for LG. The rolling boulder is way too big. 13, 0, and 10 for Laurel. He has been untouchable. He's brought a lot of firepower of his own. LGD have escaped elimination many a times this tournament so far, but they have perhaps met their match here.
Megas at 33 potentially.
Maybe a lot more
hops
fight.
back in. The crash landing will do its job. I guess the top lane is still going to be up. Yatoro doesn't stick around to try and finish that up right away. Hook shot. He's got BKB. Collapse. He can walk this one off for now. But a Stampede to chase after it. Now the BKB is gone. They go for it, but they got him up to the high ground. Laurel jumps in, goes for the kill on you. That Centaur is just nothing.
He's on
now
the
they got the
tiny.
Doom out of control.
Force.
It gets so much worth. An Earth Splitter right on top of that one. They are just going to cleave through LGD. They don't need Megas in this situation. They are just going to kill LGD out of this game and get the 2-0. Making it 8-0 since the start of last year's Riyadh Masters. Spirit undefeated against this LGD squad.